Good day, everybody. Thanks for joining us, coming all the way from Cape Town. As we look forward to this current clash between the English and the Germans playing today. It's a nice hot day here in Cape Town, where we're currently at Western Province Cricket Stadium. There's quite a lot of excitement building for this game, leading into the pool stages. This is game 9 of Pool A. And yeah, we're looking forward to having these two teams playing. The umpires for this game is Nicole Boyson from South Africa and and Stuart Fanton from England. As we get a pushback here. Some good start there by the Germans, just trying to feel out what the opposition is doing. They'll probably look to be a bit more direct, trying to get on the board quite early on. Both teams look to just find their feet and settle in this first chucker. English going down the right here. Turnover by the Germans. There's a counter coming. Oh, they would probably look to get some players high up into the field when they win the ball in a turnover situation like that, and will give them some good go forward ball. But yeah, it's a good tackle. Yeah. Here we go again. Another free hit. Taking their time here to take the free hit, as the Germans just look to get their structures in place to get into the D, hopefully create some outcomes in that area. I think both these teams will be quite equally matched, so it will come down to basically just who can convert the opportunities and maybe create enough and take those chances getting into the circle. Oh, that's a great ball. Good defending by the English. They seem to be man marking quite nicely, being aware of their players. Here they go, the Germans again. Good clearance by the goalkeeper, and they've managed to keep out the attack here. Let's see what they can do. The English again looking to go down the right, playing into the midfield, and there's quite a bit of space here on the left. If they can get the ball all the way around, they seem to have quite a bit of numbers on the left-hand side, instead of attacking that right side channel, which is quite loaded by the Germans. If the Germans almost force them into that pocket that they create over there and looking for a turnover. But if the English can manage to get the ball to a different channel on this left-hand side, there's quite a lot of space, and then they can seem to load. As here we go, we're going on down the left. Looks exciting. There's a bit of a 2v1. And the German solid in defense. That was a very good tackle. It's just an unforced error, not being ready for the quick ball. And the English again going down the right, Again, there's quite a lot of space, but just looking to keep possession for now. Just trying to find those solid connections going forward will make a big difference for them. Circle entry, but yeah, the Germans go again on the counter. That's good advantage by the umpire there, looking to see what happens, just developing play. It would be quite nice if they can just keep letting the game flow and let the players play. I mean, I think that will benefit to quite a bit of attractive hockey. And that's what everybody here wants to see. It's a nice summer day, so the players and the coaches would look to sub their players quite often in this heat. And teams will need to look to run quite hard when they get on the park, as the game will be quite tiring with the heat that they're currently under. As I said, it was a lovely day here in Cape Town, and everybody's looking forward to the hockey that's being played here. That's a very good skill there by the German player. Hopefully, here's a counter going on the right-hand side. And here we go. It's a good play again. Again, solid in defense. But here they go again. Can they force something? Umpire keeping advantage there for the English. They're moving the ball in the circle. Can they get a corner? They're trying to push as hard as they possibly can. And solid in defense. Here they're going to try and get that ball out of there for the Germans. Good in defense. If they can just force the free hit here and trying to settle things down a little bit, get their structure in place, and then play from there. As there's been quite a bit under pressure there with the English loading that right-hand side. And here they go again, changing the channel, going down the right-hand side. Oh, there's now a little bit of a corner there. Corner for the English. Can they manage to get on the scoreboard here with penalty corner conversion? Let's see what they can come up with. Will it be a straight hit from the top, or will it be a variation? We'll have to wait and see. As they're setting up for the corner. And there's a rear ward corner. Nice injection. Good stop at the circle. The execution probably not as good as it could have been, but I'm sure they'll probably try and have another dart here and see if they can get on the scoreboard. And they look ready. Variation. And they missed it, and there's a turnover. Can they make it count? Here we go on a counter. Yeah, it's on. There's numbers. Quick roll, and now down the middle. Can they get it again? And it's a great tackle. Well done. That was an exceptional tackle by the English number 4. Lynn Coombs was fantastic. What a great tackle. And that saved the team from a very good counter opportunity that the Germans had to get in the circle and put one on the board. But well defended. And yeah, the Germans go. Again, very good tackle. Same player. Lynn Coombs made a fantastic tackle. 2 in a row that definitely put a team in a very good position. And yeah, the Germans go down the middle. It's a fantastic ball. Good steal. And there's another corner. This time it's for the Germans. Now, what can they do? Can they convert it at the top of the circle? Seems like we'll be having a bit of both. Corner on the one side for the English. Now we went all the way to the opposite side of the field. And now let's see what Germans can come up with. Is it going to be a straight shot? I think it will be at the top of the circle, and just see if they can convert it. It's a good strike at the top of the circle. It's a good save by the goalkeeper, and a reward has been taken. Good injection there, and also a good stop at the top of the circle that gave enough time for them to have a straight poke at the top of the D. Got it on target. First runner blocked it down, but the goalkeeper still had to make a bit of a save there. But it was quite a good effort by the goalkeeper there. And the injection got duffed. Let's see, can they make something off this loose ball? Good steal again. The penalty corner is over now, but can they force maybe another one or maybe something more? Shot on goal or something like that. But the English are in position now. Going down this left-hand side, some very good skill there, carrying the ball on the outside of their body. The game looks quite settled as both teams trying to feel out each other and giving each other a fair share of defensive challenges. I do have a feel if the Germans can seem to get a little bit more numbers quicker in the circle, it will aid them in maybe creating one or two more opportunities going forward. You know, it almost feels like they get into a good position, but they don't have too many options into the D quite high up, and that sort of limits them. But it just looks like they seem to get a bit more numbers in the D. They probably just can get a little bit more width and then push the ball into the outside channels a little bit more. But the English seem to be holding nicely. Good defense again. And here we go on a counter. What can they conjure up here? And it's a very solid tackle there by number 51, Sabine Armbrecht. Very good tackling, very good defensive work from her. And again, she's on the ball there again, getting the ball into the outside. Very solid, making sure she can just get the ball, hold it up a little bit, and there she forces the free hit, and that gives the German team a nice opportunity to just play the ball on the outside, and then they can try and go again. It's an English ball, so they should try and move it, change the channeling to the outside. That's fantastic, and now they've got a bit of space. Exactly what they needed. If they can keep playing the ball on the left-hand side, there's just so much space for them. It's just a little bit of a technical skill error there that could have helped a little bit more, but in the end, they seem quite solid. And the Germans got the ball again. A little bit direct. Getting into the outside pockets here. And here we go. That's a fantastic ball. Can she convert it? Good work done there by the goalkeeper. That's very good work by the German goalkeeper. But the English still has it. Good opportunity. And another great save. And there's a corner for the English team. What can they do with this one? Very good work. There was a great one-on-one opportunity for the English. Unfortunately, they couldn't convert, but it was superb work done there by the German goalkeeper, Catherine Jakobsen. Fantastic work that she managed to do to keep the English at bay. But it's not all set in stone. They still have to defend the penalty corner here. What do the English have in store for us on this corner? And there's another reward. Some good defensive work there by the Germans. Hopefully they can, for their sake, keep it out again. Some good work there by the German runners going out. It seems like there was an early break by one of the German runners. So this is going to be interesting. So now it's going to be only 3 defenders in the penalty corner. Can they keep it out? Makes your life so much difficult when you are a man down, especially in the penalty corner, because it makes it so hard to defend. Ooh. Stroke to the English team. Umpire clearly showing it's for pushing. So a player got pushed there when she was in a good position to receive the ball, and that's why it's a stroke. The umpire clearly showing that it was a push in the back. Now can the English convert this? The captain stepping up. Great save by the goalkeeper. That was fantastic work by Catherine Jacobson. Very good work saving the ball of the stroke. Will that cost them later on? That was a very good opportunity for the English to get on the board. Maybe a little bit high, maybe going a little bit lower would have been, but great effort by the goalkeeper. Germans just patiently holding in the press, staying quite deep out. Gives a lot of time for the English to move the ball around through the back, into the middle, and that's a great tackle. That's just unfortunate obstruction that happened. Loses possession, and here goes the English again. The English captain has had a really, really great game so far. Hopefully she can keep it up and not let that penalty stroke affect the game too much, as she still has so much to offer in this game, as she's been quite a stalwart for the English team today, making some vital defensive tackling all the way through. So hopefully she can just rally her team up and get one goal that's been eluding them so far. They're pressing a little bit more aggressively than the Germans, going nice to the outside, stepping, and they're forcing almost a turnover there. And yeah, the Germans got out of that press. A little bit of a mistrap leading to the outside. If they can maybe just change the angle of approach in the press, it will make a bit of a difference. But I mean, it was very, very good, nice aggressive pressing by the English. They here for business. They mean business. They really wanna have a go, going again down that favorite right flank that they've been going down. Another circle entry, and there's a penalty corner. Another penalty corner for the English. They're really starting to eat their straps, getting the ball nice and confidently, moving it in and out of channels, and they keep favoring that right hand side, which is really good for them. So good work by the English. Can they convert yet another penalty corner? There's just about a minute left of play here in the first chukker. So 1 minute to go. A penalty corner would take them into the lead, and that would make a massive confidence boost heading into the next chukker. So the high focus here. Can they put it away? Again, run down by the German defender. Fantastic work by number 70, Katharina Klotten. Very good work by her. That's the third one that she's run down out of penalty corners, really making life difficult for the English. Here they go again. There's 16 seconds left. They would want to try and speed it up here and maybe see if they can't force a circle entry or even a penalty corner from here. You know, the time keeps on ticking, and every vital second can make a difference. And you know, you don't want to take too long in this. And time's done now as we head into the chucker break. I think both coaches will tell their teams to really, really keep fighting and keep working hard. I mean, from a German perspective, they had some good position. They're quite patiently trying to get into the build-up. If they can just get a little bit more players in their build-up play into the circle, it will create them a little bit more opportunities. From an English side of things, they really started hitting their straps there in the last little in the chucker. So if they can just manage to hold on to the ball a little bit longer, that would be quite vital, and maybe changing it up a little bit. They seem to favour the right hand side quite a lot, which is a good thing for them. But there is some opportunities so they can just move the ball out to the left hand side. It would make quite a massive difference for them, creating a little bit more space. The first chucker, maybe just trying to talk about what they want to keep on doing, making sure they stay in the game, keeping the stand.
At thehockeysite.com, it's about what happens in the locker room, thinking about the game. It's about planning and preparation, and about training and improving those skills, looking at it from different angles. But of course, it's also about teaching them to score and win. Thehockeysite.com. Share the knowledge.
Here today, and both teams will start feeling the heat coming into chucker 3 and 4. So the rotation of your teams will be very, very important. Making sure you have the right players on at the right time, and also making sure you get them to have enough energy and strength when they play the ball. Good play here by England again on the left hand side, moving it all the way to the right, and there's a change of back to the center defender again, and they keep moving it. They're just nice and patient in their build up. The Germans are holding nice and deep in their press, and here they go. They're stepping it up quite a little bit, but that's a player that should be marked a little bit closer. I mean, she receives quite easily a lot of the time, and if the English try and keep that ball moving in an extra phase or two, they keep finding that player is quite in a lot of space. So if she can just maybe put a little bit more pressure on her, they can force the turnover in that area. And again, good aggressive press here by the English. Are they going to keep it up? And here we go. We're going turnover straight to England. Great pressing work. Make sure they keep them at bay in that defensive third. And here we go again. Oh, such a good work. And just lost it there on the baseline. But it was a very good press. Here they go again. Setting up nice and aggressively. Ball play to the outside of the Germans. Good angle of approach. And again, just a mistrap leading to a turnover. But that's great work there done by number 35, Valena Klaassen, also the captain of this team, of the German team, and she just showed her class there. Good receive into the pocket there. Made sure she pops it onto her foot, and our team can reset and restructure. If the Germans can just get the ball here to the left-hand side, there's a lot of space there, and then they can get a circle entry. You know, I don't think the coach will be happy too much with that. I mean, it's just losing possession quite easily, but they managed to grab it back again, and now it's back with the English team. Great step there. That's very good work by number 2, Mirja Sumru. Did a fantastic job stepping in there. Good step again. That's brilliant work by number 68, Claudia Arbel. Fantastic work. The Germans are again on the ball. Can they move the ball to the outside? Here we go. Good opportunity. Oh, and it's going to finish it. That's a great finish by number 70, Katharina Clotten. She's done all the defensive hard work in the defensive short corner, running down the barrel, took a few body blows, and here she finished off a great opportunity for the Germans, get them on the board. It's a fantastic, fantastic goal by her. Great teamwork in the deep, playing it into her, and she adds that finishing touch to it and puts her team in a very good position. Takes the lead, 1-0 to the Germans. Their patient build-up has worked for them nicely. Now the English need to respond. Are they gonna go hard here, put the Germans under pressure to get the equalizer? That will be making things a lot interesting. What happens here? But now they need to keep their heads, and the same as the Germans. They need to make sure they keep the ball, hold on to it, play their structures, and don't get loose and panic. If they can be defensively secured here, hold the ball, and make sure they control the pace of the game and play to their strengths, it will really, really help them in this game. Again, good aggressive press by the English. They keep going. They're quite strong in their pressing. If they can keep forcing it, will be good. But that's great work. Oh, and here she goes. Here goes the English team. Gives position just straight back to them. And there's a free hit. And here go. Oh, and here's a card for the Germans for hitting the ball away. Number 44, Irene Black, got a green card. She hit the ball away as the English are about to take the free hit quickly. She knows it prevents them from taking the ball quick and breaking down the press, and that would also actually put them in a really good position going into the D. So very good card there by the umpire, and I think that shows we're not going to do that. It's just breaking down the play, and that makes it not a spectacle for the people going on. Now the English team man up for about another minute and a half. Can they use that extra number to create an overlap, maybe create a circle into or a shot on goal, or even a goal will be fantastic. You just got to use it wisely. Get a number higher up in the field. There's literally no one in the circle for them to create a scoring opportunity, and especially with the extra man, you want to get the player in there to make sure when you have the ball that you can really put them under pressure and get something from that. And there's a foot there against them. Now the Germans will just take their time here, let the clock run out, get their player back on the field and reset. They've just got a goal on. They don't want to give it away easily now again. English got the ball. Ball's out wide, so they can just try and get their structures in place now. And then hopefully just move the ball, keep them guessing, and keep moving on. Now the English are in good positions. They're moving the ball nicely. Back to that favoured right-hand side. Now if they can just get... Oh, that's a great turnover by the Germans. But again, the captain of England, Susie Clapp, steps up and delivers when she needed most. She's so good in that defensive role or blocker position that she plays in to really, really absorb and create and put a team in very good positions. So very, very good work by her. She's also in a good free player role now. So if they can just keep getting that ball to her, she seems to always create something. So the English would look to find a little bit more often instead of playing to the outsides. Sometimes you can just play it into that middle, suck in the defenders, and then play it again out wide. Now we go back into the middle. There's quite space on the left. We probably want some players a little bit wider, but they keep moving it nicely. Both teams look to control things still. As there's still plenty of time for the English. They just need to be patient, keep on the build up. They had quite a bit of opportunities. And there we go. That is again what we talk about. Get the ball in, suck them in, and then play the ball to the outside. And that creates the opportunity for them to really have a bit of a dart down there. Yeah, the English got it again. Can they do something with it? Ah, just unlucky. Just a little bit of a mistrap there, giving the ball straight back to the Germans. And just keep it in the corner. And here we go. Here we go again. There's a tackle on there. And here we go. Good defensive work again by the goalkeeper. Yo, she's been on fire. Really keeping a team in the game. And she makes a valuable contribution in this game. I mean, the English had plenty of opportunities. And unfortunately, they just can't get the opportunities on the scoreboard. But they've definitely had a bulk of opportunities to really put in something miraculously. Oh, it's a great ball to the outside. Yeah, they go down that left flank. Great ball. Again, they just need a bit of movement up front. The Germans, they're just very static. If they can just keep on moving, I'm sure they'll create a little bit more opportunities. And here they go again. Susie Clapp on it. She's had a wonderful game so far, and she makes a wonderful contribution. She thoroughly deserves getting something on the scoreboard for her efforts. But not if the Germans have anything to say about it. They've been working extremely hard, especially Katharina Klotten has been really on fire in this game, really pushing and doing all the work defensively and getting that goal on the scoreboard. Again, the goalkeeper, Catherine Jacobinson, has been fantastic for the Germans. He really made a good work done and kept the team in the game. And yeah, the English are going to try and push again, but there's quite a lot of numbers for the Germans inside the circle. So maybe it's just about keeping a little bit more possession, waiting for that gap opening up, play the ball into that space behind them, you know, and then it can really make a circle entry count into. Oh, here we go, a very good opportunity, and the number 8 of Germany is there to step in. Anna Houtzen made the contribution, and there they had a counter opportunity that just went out of reach of one of their players. Good ball into the middle, outside by number 17 of England, Julie Salby. There's a nice aggressive press set up here for England again, closing the line, trying to force them into the midfield. If they can do that, they can create a pocket and force the turnover to really have a counter opportunity. Yeah, so Germans would need to maybe look to play the ball at the outside at the back, but they choose to hit through that line and they lose the ball. No, they keep losing the ball in that essence. And so I don't think that was a very good press by the English. Yeah, the Germans got the ball, nice possession, playing it into the outside, down the sideline, and here they go on that right flank. Good defensive work. Good defensive work. I think the Germans will be working hard here to try and get another one on the board. You know, the English have struggled to put away any of the opportunities that they've had, but the Germans just seem to be defensively very secure. They make sure even when they lose the ball, they get numbers behind the ball, and they really try and push the English team to something spectacular. Defensively, the Germans have been very solid, and if they can just get that one extra goal going forward, it will really make a big difference. There's a tackle, counter opportunity for the English, and a great defensive work by number 51 of German, Sabine Armbrecht. Very well done. That's a fantastic vital tackle that she made. And again to the outside, again on that favorite right hand side by the English, they like favoring that side. And here we go. Can she get there? Ah. And that's exceptional work. And there's a penalty corner for the Germans. Umpire on the radio to the co-umpire to just get confirmation about what's happening there. But the player went off her feet and probably touched the body or something. And that's why it's a penalty corner of the breakdown play. Umpires are right there in a close position to make that decision. So opportunity here for the Germans. Can they make it count? Let's see. There was some good defensive work done previously. So maybe a nice little variation would be welcome here, maybe on the right hand side. And they both set up. They're looking for the ball. It's quite vital to play with one of those. And there they seem to find it. And they push it short. Oh, great save by the goalkeeper. Good defensive work for England. And the Germans will have another opportunity. There's just over 3 minutes to go. So if they can just manage to hold on to the ball a little bit, create another opportunity, they can maybe go 2-0 up here, and that will make a very good... Oh, great ball in. Got some numbers in the D. Maybe just a little inch to the left or the right. Player could have got that touch in there. Get another goal for their team. Nice patient approach here by the English. As the Germans press quite deep, they can move the ball freely around the back. They're very patient in their defensive work, and that has worked for them so far today. I mean, if they've really managed to be defensively secured. The English haven't made their opportunities count, but I think it was also very good work by the Germans, especially defensively, that made the difference. 2 minutes to go now. The English will look to push a little bit in there. Force a free hit. Free hit, and here we go. And there's another free hit for the English. 2 minutes to go. Can they get into the circle? Yes, there's a circle entry. And a penalty corner for the English. There's a penalty corner for the and the English have another opportunity here. Penalty corner, minute and a half to go. Can they get the equalizer? And here they go. Can they manage to get the ball on the ball here? Good ball. Oh, just so good work. Just that final execution. It could have been a little bit better. Put the whole pressure, but they get another opportunity. Can they put it away? Yeah, they get another corner with a minute to go. Some good opportunities here for the English team. They would really want to put one on the board here. I can see their coach would really want them to get on the scoreboard here, as they really had some very good opportunities. A bulk of possession in the second chukka. They just really need to make it count on the scoreboard. And again, well defended by the Germans. Again, very good. And they managed to get it out. Can they clear it wide? Yes, they can. Can there be another touch? There is 10 seconds to go. Can they get it in? Here we go. And there's a great touch across the goal. And a great save by the goalkeeper. And there's a free hit. Wow, what an exciting finish to this chukka we had. Very good. That's some very good work by both teams. They really did a fantastic job. Coach Holly Percival will really get a team to just convert those opportunities and just stay calm, because they're creating a bulk of the opportunities, and they just got to make sure they try and finish that off. It's just that final execution in the D. But wow, both goalkeepers really kept both teams in it. So some good work by both teams. And let's see what the second half has in store for us. Okay, we're ready here for the second half to take place as both teams take to the field. Umpires are getting ready to start the next half of the game. Both coaches had a chat. Hopefully they could inspire their team to keep going and give the best out of them to make sure they fight for the next two chuckers and really push all the way. The English probably had a bit more of the position in the second chucker there. Hopefully they can keep that momentum, put the Dutch under pressure, or the Germans under pressure here for the remainder of this chucker. But I think the Germans are going to be nice and patient, waiting for their opportunities, and then pounce when it presents themselves. They've been patient quite so far in what they're trying to do, especially defensively. They can probably work a little bit what they do when they have the ball and they build up play. But defensively, they've been superb, making sure they cover all the angles, especially when the English are in their deep attacking third. Hopefully, they can manage to put them under pressure and sneak one. Again, favoring the right-hand side, moving it back. Again, there's so much space on the left. And maybe just a second quicker to the left-hand side would create that ball to go. And the other move it back again. Space on the right-hand side now. But that's good. Playing it into the middle. And back in position the Germans have. And they're quite happy just to play the ball out there for a 16. And then they stay quite deep in their press. Nice little half-court press here that they're trying to do, trying to protect the middle, forcing them to the outsides. But the English team are very patient. They'll just keep on moving it and step up their platform as much as they can and trying to play it into those middle channels. Back out, going on the right-hand side, and they just keep forcing them back. But that makes it so difficult for them because there's quite a lot of numbers behind the ball. So what they would need to do is to just probably trying to play a little bit quicker when they can get a free hit or something in the Germans' half, just to try and break down their structures a little bit, because they are fantastically poised in very good positions. They seem to be covering the angles nicely, which makes it very difficult for the English to score. So, but yeah, they go again. Good defensive work again by the Germans, playing it out there, holding it nicely. Good hold. And she gets around him. What a good skill she had there. Wow, making sure the Germans stay in position of that. But it's fantastic work. And again, stepping it up and heading through that channel, but just giving position back. And there's just a poor double turnover. Some off the balls. Here we go. Good work. Changing the channel to the outside. It's almost a good steal. Just a little bit too much to do. But yeah, they keep moving the ball around. Good skill there by the Germans, just by moving the ball in and around. But they're being pressed aggressively by the English. That's working extremely hard. That forwards will be rotated quite quick. Just to give them a bit of a break, because they work extremely hard, especially pressing high aggressively in this heat isn't an easy task. And being a forward where you always get the glorious scoring, you sometimes do have to do the hard work, that's defensive work, to put yourself in positions to score. And I think they've done that extremely well, to work hard defensively to make sure they can get themselves in good positions. But yeah, again, they get the ball. Number 4 of England, Lynn Coombs, very solid at the back. She's made a lot of valuable contributions, especially in defense. Looks like she's running the show there from the back, making sure her team gets the ball going forward and trying to run the defensive lines as much as possible. Back to Lynn, Coombs here, playing it to that right hand side again. If there's a quick roll, it can create something. Just a little second too long for that ball to go to that outside channel. But here they go, onto the circle entry. Can they create something? Good shot at goal. Good save again by the goalkeeper. Wow, she's been on fire, making some great saves. But nonetheless, the English will keep coming. That's good work, playing it to the outside. Again to the outside. Good circle. Can they force something? And the Germans keep them out again. Nice defensive work. Nicely on the ball. Took a time to take the free hit, which is really good. It shows that nice, matured composure that you would need from a centre back to realize that the players aren't ready, the structure isn't there yet, waiting for everybody to get into possession before you play the free hit, and that just shows the quality of good experience to know when to go and when not to go quickly. But yeah, again, lots of space on the left-hand side. They will move this quite quickly there, and then they can get there. There's quite a bit of space, but the Germans close them down quite quickly, and that forces the turnover. So now they're in position. Again, getting nice structure here. Looks very good formation. There's lots of width there. I just feel they can move the ball a little bit quicker. If they just can move the ball a little bit quicker, there's so much space for them. And then it just takes that second too long of holding it. And then there's now another turnover to the English team. And that's sometimes a little bit put yourself under pressure. And sometimes games like this, when you manage to force to get that 1-0 head, it's just about being a little bit composed and make sure we play the ball in the right areas and keep putting the other team under pressure, because the longer this game goes on, the English team are becoming more and more desperate. And you can see they look a little bit desperate now, as they had the bulk of the opportunities, but they just can't put it on the scoreboard. And then they're trying to force things like there, where it just puts them under unnecessary pressure. So they just need to go back to their structure, play it. If they get the opportunities, it will come out. And here we go. Good steal there by number 35 of Germany. Yeah, there's opportunity, and great save. What a save there by the goalkeeper, and managed to keep the Germans at bay. And that's what the Germans are going to keep doing. They're going to be patient till their opportunity comes, and then they're going to try and pounce on that one or two that they get. And that's when they all train through this game. They're quite patient, pressing nice and deep, waiting for the opportunities to come, and then pounce when they needed to. Now it's just about the English staying composed and not give away easy possession like there. Now the Germans are on the ball, and now they have to defend again. And especially when you're chasing the game, you really want to try and keep the ball as long as possible and just play the easy passes. But here they go. They get another opportunity straight into the midfield to their captain. Can she create something? Oh, great defensive work. Can they create something? There's a free hit for the English. Can they get numbers in front of the ball? And they're just waiting for the ball all the way to the opposite side. Okay, and here we go. Captain's on the free hit. And just outside the 23. So if they just move it into that outside channel, again on the right-hand side. But there's where they're just going to be a little bit quicker, making a decision. Do we want to go in? Don't we want to go in? This channel is very congested. And now if that outside half, yeah, that's a great ball into that space. And yeah, and just a little basic error. And that's what's starting to creep in if you're under pressure and things not always going your way, even though you've got a bulk share of the things and making some good strides and good opportunities. It's just now about getting that final touch that they so desperately need. So they're pressing well, they're moving the ball, and great work by the number 24 of Germany, Claudia Schwarzat. She did a fantastic job. She's had actually quite a decent game as well, just being composed on the ball and making the decisions that suits the game of the Germans so well. And here we go. Free hit just outside the circle. Nice width there by the English team. Again, the captain knows all the experience. Let's wait. Let's get people in good positions. It's a lot of movement for the English team in and around the circle. They just need to get the ball into those areas. They're doing all the work off the ball, working hard, leading hard. Now there's just a little bit of a breakdown tackle, and they seem to have possession again, the Germans. You see, they really been up for it defensively, making their presence felt and just starting to frustrate the English players here. And you can see the umpire even has to step in to make sure she makes her presence felt. Umpire Nicole Boyson making sure the players know that you are watching and you stay on top of things, that they're not going to get away with these silly little niggles off the ball. And here we go, the captain again on the ball. Oh, she's got an opportunity. Can she finish it? Good skill. And the English are again in the circle. And there's a penalty corner for the English team. And the English players get another opportunity here. The Germans are not particularly happy with that decision, either if it was inside or outside. It was very hard to see that angles, very close. But nonetheless, a penalty corner it is. The umpires are sticking to their decision. Can the English convert? They've had quite a few penalty corners in this game. But the defensive work of the Germans, that runner, the first runner, has blocked all the opportunities the English have. What can they conjure up here? It's a good push. And it's a free hit, and they keep it out. Good defensive work by the Germans. They are really defensively secure today. And if that provides them with the winning result that they desperately need, it will definitely be down to their defensive work. The English had plenty of penalty corners and opportunities, but wow, this defensive work of this German side has been really impressive. If they can keep it up, it will really take them well going into the tournament. Again, we're going down the right hand side here. Good receive on the outside, playing it on that outside channels. And now, can they press hard? That's what they're going to need to do. They need to press hard, this English team. They've been very good at their pressing work at the start of the game, and they've kept it up. Good work. Their players know their roles and responsibilities in the press, and they're doing it quite to the T. And here they go, nice and aggressively moving to the outside. Can they put, and there's a turnover. Yeah, that's a very good setup. Here they go. Can they get it in? Oh, great defensive work again. And these Germans are, even if they lose the ball, their defensive structures are so well put in place. They just get the players into good areas. They're making sure they do their counter cover work very well to make sure they get into good areas. And here they go, great tackle on the outside. And hit the body, unfortunately. And there's why she went onto the side. But yeah, they've got the ball. Can they make something out of it? I think they just need to be patient, get their structures into place, because this English team is really making life difficult for them to get through that press. But I just feel that the German team gets the ball and they just play into that same channel. If they can just move it to the outside, there'll be a lot more space for them, and then the 2v1 start popping up quite easily. And good work here, the English team go again. Going on the left-hand side this time. It hasn't been quite a bit of a theme for them to go down the left-hand side. They really favor their right-hand side. But now they get a good opportunity down the left. There's space there. Good receive. Some good skill. What can they do? And there's a free hit. And she takes it quickly. And there's a penalty corner for not being 5. Can the English team convert this? Good sense there by the English player just to take the free hit, sensing that the Germans weren't 5. And she took the bait and stepped in and made the tackle, even when she was within the 5. And then just clearly not being 5 meters away, and then gave away the penalty corner. But now they need to convert. And it's just wide. The English players started celebrating, thinking the ball's in the box. But unfortunately, all to no particular celebration, because unfortunately it doesn't count. And there's 2 balls on the field there. Probably just need to make sure. Yeah, and the umpires are aware of that. And yeah. And here we go. Again. And who's got the ball? And the Germans got the ball again. They've been really putting pressure on player number 34, Anja Rodenbrocker from Germany. She moves the ball back to the outside, and this is good. This is good by the Germans. Can they move it quick enough? Yeah, they go, and now she's got space. Can she? Oh, and there's a turnover by the English again. Great pressing work. They know exactly what they want to try and do and how they want to get there. And here we go. Can they move it? Can they move it? And there they go. There's quite a bit of space to the outside. And can they get it in? There's a foot for the English. And they play it quickly. Again to the outside. Shot goes in. Oh, and there's no one on that backhand tip for that easy touch in. You know, they got to make sure they expect those things, especially when you're 1-0 down. Anything can happen. And just that little bit of awareness lacking for them on that backhand tip. What's such a great ball, such a great effort. If they could just get the numbers there, that would be a definite goal for them. But now we're going into the final chucker here. Can the English convert? They've been really, really trying their utmost best, but unfortunately not getting the results. The Germans, on the other hand, have been quite defensively secured. They've really, really made sure they leave it all out there today, and they're really, really having a proper defensive structure in place to make sure they give it their best. So both coaches will now motivate their players, get that last little bit of energy out of them, especially on a hot day like this, and then make sure the Germans will keep saying to themselves, let's work hard, let's keep our defensive shape, let's work defensively hard, let's play in the right areas, where the English will go on the other hand and trying to be a little bit more dynamic, trying to create a bit more opportunities, maybe talk about 1 or 2 corners that they can do, because not really any have been successful. Also just trying to get people in the right area and just converting those opportunities. So it's all about who can take the opportunities and who can finish off this game well. Both teams feels like they right in it. The Germans 1-0 up. Can they stay in it? Can they keep it that way? I mean, and they're going to work extremely hard to keep that ball out of the box. And I think the English side is going to go exactly the opposite, trying to do their best to push and make sure that they do whatever it takes to get that ball in the box, and then let's see what happens. We're in for a cracking last chukker, all to play for. Both teams look ready. The umpires call them back, getting onto the field and ready for action. Last little push. Maybe it can come down to what team rotated their players the best. Who's going to be fresher for this last little bit of a push in this blazing heat? It might be the team that's fresher that can walk away with the win here. But here they go. The English keep favoring their right hand side. They keep going back to it, changing it back to the left now. Can they keep changing it up? And they keep the ball. Keep the value of the ball is so important in these games. And here they go. Good down the outside. Good work. Player number 18 on the ball. Oh, she just narrowly lost it. Charlie Leonard has been at a really, really fantastic game today, playing on the right-hand side, creating so many opportunities and balls going in from the right-hand side into the circle. If one of their strikers can just get in there, get that touch or get that final little bit of an edge to set up the goal that they desperately need. But yeah, here they go. There's now still a long way in this game. Both teams will know that. So it's not over till it's over. So both teams will keep pushing. Here they go down the right. Back to their middle, to their captain. Susie Clapp has been controlling the whole game for the English team. Here they go down the left and flank. Georgina Day on the ball. Just got turned over with a very good tackle by number 34 of Germany, Anja Rodenbrocker. Fantastic work by her. And here she goes into that middle space. Good work by the Germans. And turnover. Now it's a ball to the English. The English can just get a little bit more width, get their players a little bit wider into good positions, and there they seem to be getting that right as they go down this right hand flank. There's so much space, so I'm definitely sure they're going to try and look to get the ball to this outside channel. Here they go. Just move it again to the outside. Very good work. Straight work into the middle. Just a little bit too far. The idea was there. Maybe the anticipation could be a little bit better. But here's the Germans' opportunity. Can they make it count? They've made the good work and they've done it very good to the outside. Now they've got the ball. Can they get it into a good area? That's a good tackle. And they've managed to force the free hit. And here they go. Back to the middle. Can they change it to the outside? Here we go. Onto the outside. Good work. Very good. There's again onto the outside. If they can just get it into that space, it will be... that's such a good defensive work by this German side. I cannot emphasize enough how good they were defensively. Just making sure they make those tackles nice and low, getting into good positions. And the Germans are quite happy to just attack with two players up front and leaving them all behind for defensive work. If you look at when England's got the ball, there's at least 8 or 9 players behind the ball for the Germans. So they're not too particular worried on their attacking ball when they get the ball. They're happy for their players to stand back and wait for the opposition to attack them. And yeah, they get their opportunity again. Can they get into there? And great tackle. That is a fantastic tackle again. And 16 here by the Germans. Can they do something? That's very good defensive work. Work by Lynn Coombs, really, really getting into there. Nice, flat, hard tackle, forcing the turnover. That's really good defending. But great opportunity, and that's what the Germans will do. They're quite happy to sit and wait and take their moment when it comes. But it looks like they were quite set on having a bit their defensive work done solidly, as they make life extremely difficult for this English side. It just seemed not to be able to convert anything. Doesn't matter what they try, they just not seem to create enough to get the ball past the goalkeeper. And if they somehow get a good opportunity, the goalkeeper has been every single time there to step up to the mark and really produce the goods. And here they go again, and there's straight to the middle. And yeah, the English team go again down the right hand side, but the Germans got the numbers behind the ball, so they're nice and confident on what they're doing. That's a good ball, and again the English got the ball on this right hand flank, deep in the attacking third. And now if they can just, and that's a little bit of a poor execution, but no harm done. They still have their ball, and there they've lose position. Good work by the German defenders. Fantastic work. And they just keep frustrating this English team. They need to pull something out of their hat here to really get that go-forward ball that they so desperately need. Back to the centre back. They just need to be a little bit more energy. And there's a card here for hitting the ball away. Green card for Lynn Coombs. 2 minutes. Will this be the spark that the Germans would like to maybe penetrate an opportunity here? They get their numbers high. They get now numbers in front of the ball. It looks quite set for something that they can create. They're going down the right-hand side here. Getting a circle entry. It's good defensive work. But good step and turnover. It's a good phase of play by the Germans, taking full advantage of that green card that just got handed to Lynn Coombs. But that means that Susie Clapp will just move a little bit deeper into the field. But she's been so good into the midfield, so she would want that card to be coming back quite soon, so she can really have the final dart into the midfield, urging her team on to do whatever it takes to get that little best out of them. But they need to move the ball a little bit quicker. They're too long static on the ball. And yes, pressure. And the Germans got the ball. And they decide against playing quickly. Getting the structure in. And it's good work. Just all the experience. Make it count. Settle down. Let's not panic here and do anything. We've been good up to... Here we go again. 1v1. And there's a foot there for the Germans. That's very good work. They've been really solid in what they want to try and do. Host of subs for the Germans, bringing on fresh legs for the last little bit of this game. Can they force it? And penalty corner for the Germans. Can they convert and make it 2-0? Can they do it? Vital opportunity this if they can manage to get this one. It can really take a long leap towards them getting the win for this game. And here we go, penalty corner, Germany. Good push up into the D. Great strike. Great save by the goalkeeper. Great work. Well, that was very good defensive work by the English goalkeeper. Really making a great save. Emma Oliphant Made a fantastic save there. Very good effort. This is very good goalkeeping. The standard of goalkeeping in this game was of high quality. Really keeping their teams in it and making the work done. But and the Germans got the ball again. And they give it straight back to England. It's like a little bit of ping pong at the moment. They just give it straight back to the opposition. But yeah, they go down the right-hand side. If they can roll it quickly, there's opportunity on there for them. Oh, and just outside, just on the outside, just the execution lacking a little bit. You know, the heat and the fatigue of the Cape Town weather today really can take the toll on its players. So this last little bit of an effort is really going to be the last stretch. Who can come up with it? Who can work onto it? But here they go. Here they go. And there's another opportunity. Can she get there? Yes, she can. She did very good work to get it in. And they get it. You see, if they can just get the numbers into the D, that will serve them well. But they're quite happy to defend. As you look at it, they still have lots of numbers behind the ball. A lot more than the England team at the moment. So, you know, I don't wonder if Coach Holly Percival of England is considering maybe taking off a goalkeeper to create that extra free player for them, to create a little bit more numbers above. You know, you want to give your players enough time to get into that space. But it's they've really tried hard. It's just that final little bit of a touch or two that they need to get in there. And there's Germans keep possession of the ball. They're being pressed hard here by the English team. And here they go. And out for a 16. They're very happy with that. The German team are happy with that. They're happy for them to reset, be defensively secured, and just wait for them to keep playing. As they know, the English team has been frustrated by not getting the momentum that they would desperately need. That's a good ball to the outside of the left-hand side. Another good opportunity. Can they make it count? Can they do something with it? They need to roll it quickly. And there's another breakdown tackle for the team. Can they make sure they get the ball in a good space? Here they go. Straight into the D. Nothing there for the English team. The Germans come away with it, keeping the ball onto the outside. And they've got it again. Lynn Coombs just controlling things nicely. But they need the numbers in front of the ball. If they can get the ball to Charlie Leonard there's quite a lot of space. But now they got it to the outside. And the Germans come away with it. Again, they hold nicely. Make sure they're defensively secure. And as we thought, they make sure to put that extra player on. You know, it gives them a little bit of enough time to make something happen. But will this be the difference? Will they be able to keep it up? Are the Germans going to be a bit more risky to try and push a player higher, waiting for the counter? What can they do? You know, they got that extra player now. Now they can just really try and find her. Will it pay off for them? You know, the English have been successful in this in the past, where they put their players in. Can they do it again? But it seems like the Germans are quite patient still in defensively. So now it's just about finding that extra player. You know, and that's such a good work again. Cutting down the angles. And yeah, they go down this left-hand flank. They've got the numbers. Can they do something from there? And there's a turnover to English. And yeah, they're moving it. Yes, they go. Charlie Leonard on the ball. Back to their captain. And she keeps on going. Oh, and got read like a book. Number 24, Claudia Schwarzat from Germany. Really being on top of things. And they're going straight through. And here they go, here they go. Oh, no, they just lack that execution. You know, there's still a lot of time in hockey. You don't have to rush it. It takes a few seconds to score a goal. And now it's just about creating that. But the English come away with it. They need to start moving the ball, and they do. And there's numbers on the right-hand side. Lack of communication. But they still have the ball. They still have the ball. Can they move it? And it's in a deep pocket. What can they do? Can they create something from there? It's good skill. Getting it in. And she misses it. Unfortunately, that's the opportunities you want to look for. And it's just that, again, that final execution in that final point. So close, but yet so far for the English. And again, they press hard, they step hard. And the ball's far away. Can they do something from that? They got that extra player. Now they just got to work. Coaches will get animated. They all feeling the pressure. They really want to get into this. Urging their players on. Back to the outside. Hard press here by them. There's about 2 minutes left. What can they do? They're going hard down this left-hand side. Back to their captain. Probably want to keep moving it around. And they do. They do to Lynn Coombs. Lynn Coombs on the outside. Again, nice defensive work. Can they keep it out again? Will they have one more chance? One throw off the dice. They really need to go now. If the time's running out, they really want to start pushing. As I say, the Germans are quite happy with their defensive work. Taking the free hit quickly. And now they really need to speed up the game if they want to have any chance of maybe getting the equalizer here. Coach keeps urging. That's a fantastic tackle. And what can they do? Lynn Coombs on the ball. She's got to move it quickly. There's not a lot of time left for them. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. But we've got to start rolling it. And there's a turnover. Can they do something? What can they do? It's a 2v2 going forward. And the numbers get their numbers quickly back. But nonetheless, it ekes out that final few minutes that you need. And they give a shot at goal. But the ball is quite far. They're trying to get their players back and far out as possible. The excitement's building here. The Germans sense that they can win this game. They're in striking distance. They just got to make sure they focus for this last few seconds. Get the ball in control. And here they go. Can they hold it? What can the English do? Can they do a last little bit of an effort here? And there's the game. And the Germans will celebrate as they managed to beat the English 1-0 here. Players gave it their all. The Germans will be delighted. They had a fantastic defensive effort. Their goalkeeper were on fire. Catherine Jacobsen really kept them in the game. Penalty stroke for England and she kept out. Few short corners. What a fantastic performance. Well done to the Germans. Fantastic game, and they'll definitely take this confidence going into the next phase of the competition. They've really done a superb job playing today. Really hard fought win. Great defensive work. The English will come back stronger, as we know this. They're quite a strong team. But yeah, thanks for everybody watching. Good luck for both teams. Both teams, we're looking forward to seeing them again later on in the week.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race. No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people is just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. It will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe and ready to host you.